massive walls of Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, just a stone's throw away from where his protege, Biggie Smalls, rose to fame. Combs stands accused of heinous crimes that could lock him away for decades, including racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution. Far from his luxurious lifestyle, Combs is painted as a calculating and ruthless figure who used his power and wealth to orchestrate drug-fueled orgies, terrorizing and exploiting vulnerable women through threats and coercion. Federal prosecutors reveal a chilling image of a man who hid behind his empire, using fame and fortune as weapons to intimidate and inflict violence upon others. November 2023. The music industry was rocked to its core when news broke that singer Cassie had filed a civil suit against the powerful mogul Sean Combs, her former lover. The accusations were shocking and disturbing. Cassie claimed she had suffered both sexual and physical abuse at the hands of Combs throughout their relationship. With the help of New York State's Adult Survivors Act, which allowed adult victims of sexual violence to come forward, regardless of the statute of limitations, Cassie bravely shared her story. The details of Cassie's suit were gut-wrenching and horrifying. She described being raped by Combs and enduring brutal beatings during his uncontrollable fits of rage. She also revealed how he exerted tight control over her life, forcing her to engage in degrading sexual acts with other men while he watched. For over a decade, from 2007 until she finally escaped him in late 2018, Cassie lived through a nightmare with Combs as her tormentor, and even though he vehemently denied all allegations, the two reached a settlement just one day after the suit was filed by Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura. The scandal sent shockwaves through the music world, leaving everyone wondering what truly happened behind closed doors between these two individuals. December 2023. Jane Doe's throat threatens to close as she bravely steps forward with her harrowing tale. She accused music mogul Combs and his power-hungry label president Harve Pierre of vicious acts of gang rape and sex trafficking. The details were chilling. A young, impressionable 17-year-old girl preyed upon by two powerful men in a dimly lit lounge in Detroit. As if that wasn't enough, they lured her onto a private jet bound for New York City, where she was plied with drugs and alcohol. But before they even left the lounge, Pierre forced her into performing oral sex on him after smoking crack cocaine. And once they arrived in the Big Apple, things only got worse. In a haze of intoxication, Doe was taken to a studio and eventually raped by not only Combs and Pierre, but also another man who had joined in on the despicable acts, left bruised and traumatized on the cold bathroom floor, while the men nonchalantly flew back to Michigan without her. Despite their brazen denial of any wrongdoing, Combs and Pierre found themselves named as defendants in the lawsuit. But this was not an isolated incident. Just months later, another victim came forward with allegations against Combs himself. February 2024. Rodney Lil Rod Jones claimed that while working as a producer on Combs' latest album, he too suffered sexual harassment and coercion into engaging in sexual acts. To make matters worse, Jones witnessed Combs drugging unknowing partygoers and exposing underage girls and sex workers at his parties. Forced to constantly record Combs for his work, Jones captured hours of footage that exposed criminal behaviour by both Combs and his staff. Shocking screenshots from these recordings depicted scenes of debauchery and illegal activities within the inner circle of fame. But it didn't stop there. According to Jones's account, Combs even attempted to groom him into a sexual relationship. The harassment and assault allegedly took place in multiple locations, including Combs's homes in Florida, Los Angeles, and New York, as well as on a rented yacht in the US Virgin Islands. It was a terrifying and sickening revelation of the dark side of fame and power within the music industry. May 2024. The damning footage of the vicious 2016 attack on Cassie is finally released to the public, months after her civil suit against Diddy was settled. In the horrifying video obtained by CNN, Combs can be seen violently assaulting Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel hallway. The lack of audio only adds to the disturbing nature of the footage, with multiple angles capturing the brutal incident. The clip opens with a hooded figure identified as Cassie walking towards an elevator, clutching her bags tightly. Suddenly, a towel-clad man identified as Combs comes sprinting down the hall towards her. Without warning, he launches himself at Cassie from behind, throwing her to the ground and delivering 2 forceful kicks to her body. As she lays helpless on the floor, he callously drags her along by her sweatshirt. But his rage doesn't stop there. As Cassie tries to defend herself, Combs takes a seat in a nearby chair before picking up an object and hurling it in her direction. The absence of sound only amplifies the terror and violence on display. In a desperate attempt at damage control, Combs issues a half-hearted apology on social media days after the video goes viral, claiming that he sought therapy and rehab following what he calls one of his darkest moments. He expresses disgust over his actions, both then and now. But for Cassie's attorney, Meredith Firetog, this apology is nothing more than a self-serving attempt to save face. She condemns Combs for denying any wrongdoing until undeniable evidence surfaced, and dismisses his words as insincere and manipulative. No amount of remorse will erase the harm he has caused to multiple women, and their voices will not be silenced by his hollow apologies. September 2024. The former Danity Kane star, Dawn Richard, bravely steps forward and files a lawsuit against the powerful music mogul, Sean Diddy Combs. In a shocking and disturbing revelation, Richard claims that Combs subjected her to physical assault, unwanted groping, and imprisonment during their time together in the MTV reality competition, Making the Band. But it doesn't end there. According to Richard's statement, when she tried to intervene and protect Combs' girlfriend at the time, Cassie, she was met with even more violence and death threats. In fear for her life, Richard alleges that Combs boasted about his connections and ability to make people disappear, leaving her feeling helpless and trapped. Combs' attorney may try to downplay the severity of these accusations, but one thing is certain: this legal battle will be nothing short of explosive and destructive for both parties involved. Justice must be served for Dawn Richard and the countless others who have been victims of Combs' abuse of power. Sean P Diddy Combs' rapid descent has been nothing short of catastrophic. Once hailed as a titan in the music industry and an icon of luxury, his personal scandals now dominate every news outlet. From harrowing accusations of sexual assault and manipulation by former lover Cassie Ventura, to his looming indictment for racketeering and sex trafficking, his once glamorous life has been revealed to be filled with darkness and corruption. The collapse of his empire, once a symbol of power and extravagance, is now imminent as he faces the grim reality of potentially spending the rest of his life behind bars. The world watches with bated breath as P Diddy's fate hangs in the balance, unsure if he will rise from the ashes or succumb to his own downfall. Please subscribe to our channel for more ASMR true crime, unsolved mysteries, and thrills. We will continue to unravel the mysteries of the P Diddy trial and other curious events. This is Alice bidding you a farewell until next time.